Signing day sprint. Today, we're talking Ohio State. First, Buckeye fans, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We're growing this page. We want you to be a part of it. Don't miss out on any of the action between now and signing day. Hit subscribe for me, please. All right. We are going to start our series called Signing Day Sprint. The regular season's over. Fans checking back in with recruiting for the first time maybe in a year. So we want to make it simple for you guys and hit on the most important targets for each team. All right, let's bring on Alex Gleitman from Letterman Row. And Alex, the sprint to signing day is on for the Buckeyes. So let's cover the most important targets between now and National Signing Day, which is December 20th. All right, we're going to start with offensive tackle Jordan Seaton. Why not? He's the number one offensive tackle in America. Everybody's after him, but Ohio State, they got a foot in the door, but they haven't got him on campus yet. What's the word with Jordan Seaton's visit to Columbus?
Yeah, there unfortunately is no word just yet. They're still trying to get that thing scheduled. It was supposed to happen for the Michigan State game the weekend of November 11th. That did not happen due to IMG still being in season and Jordan having to attend his practice. He went to Tennessee the following weekend, so he wasn't able to make Ohio State's last home game. They were away at Ann Arbor last weekend. And so now I guess the silver lining of losing the game is that Ohio State does have an open weekend this weekend. Can they sneak Jordan Seaton in? Maybe that's possible, but they also do have 2 weekends after that to try to get him on campus. Right now, I am not feeling too optimistic about Ohio State's chances. I would have said it's not like Ohio State was the leader when we spoke about a month ago, heading into that Michigan State weekend when he was supposed to visit. But we thought that they had a good shot if they did get him on campus to at least be one of the 2 or 3 teams that he was considering. But they need this visit if they want Jordan to become a Buckeye. But right now, that visit is still up in the air.
Yeah, the visit is a must. We'll see if that happens. Jordan Seaton, he can pop up on a dime's notice, so you never know with him. But as of now, that visit is unscheduled, so something to keep an eye on. All right, let's move on down the list to defensive lineman Ameris Williams. Now, he's a 4-star out of North Carolina. The only problem is he's committed to the Florida Gators. Ameris Williams, what is the latest with him in Ohio State?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about Ohio State and where they stand right now as of November 28th, but things could certainly change on, November 29th, November 30th with Ameris Williams. I put in a recruiting prediction machine RPM pick for Ohio State with a 65% confidence. I do feel good about that. I actually think Tennessee, not Florida, is the team that potentially could move Ohio State off that spot. The visit to Tennessee never actually happened. It is supposed to happen in December, but right now there's some rumblings that trip may not happen at all, and he just may end things and commit to Ohio State. Keith Niebuhr also did a great job of reporting there is a potential mystery 4th team involved outside of the Gators, Vols, and the Buckeyes. We do not know who that team is. Ohio State, that was certainly news to them when I brought that up to some sources inside the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. So there could be some twists and turns, some NIL impact here as we head closer to National Signing Day, but as of November 28th, I have Ohio State in the driver's seat for Ameris Williams.
Yeah, only in recruiting can a prospect be committed to a school, but that school might be actually 3rd in his recruitment as we're just about 3 weeks from signing day. So that should be a fun one. And as you said, you haven't predicted to Ohio State. That looks like right now the most likely landing spot for him, but like you said, you never know. All right, the 3rd name on our list is another prospect in the trenches. No surprise there. 3 big-time targets, 3 in the trenches. Defensive lineman Carlin Jones. Now, he's committed to Nebraska. That should seem like an easy flip, but how come it hasn't happened yet? Where do the Buckeyes stand?
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet because Carlin Jones was supposed to come in for the Minnesota game on November 18th. His team kept winning, which was a good thing, and they ended up playing their playoff game on Saturday, the 18th. That visit immediately got rescheduled to December 8th through 10th weekend. So that's next weekend. Yep. But now with Ohio State having this open weekend, there's a chance that visit actually could get moved up a week just to create some separation with some of the other visitors that they do have coming up over the next few weeks leading up to National Signing Day. So I feel pretty good that if Ohio State, Carlin Jones checks all the boxes when he comes to visit, does he fit in with the culture that they're looking for? Does he size up to what they see on film and all of those things? I feel good if Ohio State pushes that they're going to end up flipping him from Nebraska. But, this is a two-way interview. This isn't just Ohio State trying to impress Jones here.
All right, so if and when he makes it to campus, should it be on flip watch for Ohio State fans?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, at this point in the game, our kid's going to wait till signing day to create some drama and officially announce that decision, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. He could come out of that weekend, just announce he's going to sign with Ohio State, and that's that. So, again, I need to see how the visit goes just to make sure all is good. Also on the Ohio State side, I can't imagine the kid going to Columbus having a bad time over the weekend and not loving everything he sees. But you never know; things do happen, and again, both sides need to come out feeling good about it, and then I do think Flip Watch is on from there.
Love to hear it. All right. Coy Perch, the last name on the list. He's a safety, and he's committed to Minnesota. He committed to Minnesota before his senior season began, and he's one of these stories of a senior prospect putting out film and a lot of teams taking notice. Obviously, one of those teams is Ohio State. Now they're trying to flip him. What's the deal with Coy Perch? What can we expect down the stretch with him?
Yeah, he's also supposed to visit for December 8th through 10th. There was maybe some talk about that visit now happening this weekend as well. We'll have to see where that shakes out over the next couple of days. But he's a guy Ohio State really, really wants. They love the senior film. I think they liked him before the senior season, but they love what he put on senior film. And he's a Minnesota native. He's a Minnesota guy. The Gophers tend to do a good job of keeping a lot of those types of guys home. And it's not so easy to flip those guys, similar to like how Wisconsin does it with a lot of the elite offensive linemen that come through that state. So it's not going to be easy to flip Coy Perch, but I think, the fact that a lot of schools are interested, Ohio State kind of being the one that he's immediately scheduled to visit with and said he would take an official visit. I think that speaks volumes. The relationship with Perry Eliano is strong. I'm really not sure which way I'm leaning on this one, but get him on campus, have a great visit. Let's see what the intel says from there, and I'll be able to kind of write something up and make a call. But obviously the fact that they are getting a visit when many schools want one from Coy Perch, from a home state guy in Minnesota, especially, look, no knock on PJ Fleck and the Gophers. Obviously just not what Ohio State is when it comes to an on-field product and putting guys in the NFL, and they didn't really have the best season either. Trajectory of that program might be actually pointing down from where it was a couple of years ago. So I think all those things are going to be considered, but I think it comes down to, is he willing to leave home or is he not?
Yeah. Dare I say Coy Perch is a big fish in a small pond at Minnesota. All right, Ohio State fans, let me know, comment section below. Who do you think Ohio State can finish with, and who's the most important target on your board? Alex Gleitman from Letterman Row, thanks for dropping by the Inside Scoop and breaking it all down.
Always. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.